Okay, so yeah, we drew the five isotopes of CCl4. Wait, actually, let me do it in a different color. It's CCl4 with carbon 12, where the purple ones are carbon 12. The blue chlorines are chlorine 35, and the green ones are chlorine 37. Okay, and then the last one. And then now we're gonna have the same ones, the same exact everything. We're just gonna copy, duplicate. We're just gonna put it here. But this time, we don't have C12. We have C13, which is those pink carbons. And so 5 plus 5 gives me 10, right?
Yes.
And so this is where the 10 came. This is where the 10 came from. The 10 isotopes. Do you see it, Sabah?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So now that we have this figured out, we need to calculate. They asked you to calculate the atomic mass, or what they ask? Let's look at.
What did you say?
They asked for atomic mass, right?
Yeah, they said what is the atomic mass? That's why I was getting confused because they said determine the mass in AMU of each of them. And then
AMU, yeah. AMU is actually the units. So you know like how when you like measure yourself, you either measure yourself in pounds or in in kilograms or whatever.
yeah.
Things this small, you can't really measure them using these standard units. What you have to do is you measure them with something called AMU. Okay? It's basically just the unit for it's literally AMU stands for atomic mass unit.
Atomic mass. Okay.
Yeah, that's what AMU is. Okay, so what do we know? We know that the purple one is what? It's 30, no, it's 12 point something. Yeah, we know carbon 12 is 12.00.
12.00.
And then 13.00 is for carbon 13.
And then chlorine is chlorine 35 equals 34.97.
Yeah, so 35, oh yeah, it's 34.797, I mean 34.97. And then the green guy right here is gonna be 36.97. Okay, so now we look at each one. Here you have yeah, one purple or one C12. You have one CL35 and 3 CL37, right?
Yes.
So to calculate the mass for this one, you add the 12 plus the 35, so it's going to be 34.97 plus we have 3 of them, so 3 times 36.97. Okay.
And what about the 13?
What 13?
There
is no 13.
Oh,
okay. Because we only have one carbon and it's carbon 12. And when you add all this stuff together, it'll give you 12 plus 34.97 plus 3.36. I mean 3 times 36. Ooh. 3 times 36.97. I can't talk today. Yeah. So that's gonna give me 157.88. Okay.
57 point. Okay.
Now for the second one. The second one, it tells me I have one C12, right?
Yes.
I have two CL35 and I have two CL37.
Yes.
So when I'm doing the math, it's gonna be 12 plus 2 times 34.97 plus 2 times 36.97. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yes, aren't you? You're adding them, right? You're adding.
Exactly, right. So do you know, like, do you get the idea? I mean, like,
Yeah, I do.
yeah. Okay, so 2 times 34.97 plus 2 times 36.97, and we end up with 155.88. Okay?
Yes. Wait,
Cool.
155. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty close, which is what we expect. We're not expecting like a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this time for this one, now we have a C12. We have let's go to the wait, actually I wasted the blue. So it's gonna be 3 C 3 I mean not 3 CL35 because the blue ones.
Okay.
And we have 1 chlorine 37. Okay?
Okay.
So you just add the masses. So C12 will just be 12 plus, this time it's going to be 3 times 34.97 because that's what the mass of Cl35 is, plus 36.97. And so this one will give us, what will it give us? It'll give us 12 plus 3 times 34.97 plus 36.97 equal to 153.88.
Okay. Oh, so they're pretty close.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So, and now let's do this one. You can, how many carbon, what carbon do we have?
Carbon chloride?
Well, yeah, they're all carbon tetrachloride, but like, which one? Like, what kind of carbon? Carbon 12 or carbon 13? For
Carbon
this one.
13.
No, right now we're still doing 12 because remember we have purple.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because it's purple. Okay, I forgot.
So it's carbon 12. And how many blue ones do I have? If you can see.
4?
Exactly. So 4 Cl35. So now when I'm doing the math, it'll be 12 plus 4 times 34.97. Because there's no more green ones, right? Because it's all blue now.
Yes. So
So here we ended up with 151.88. And lastly here, this one has to be, I'm gonna show you a cool trick to calculate the other ones because there's really nothing, like, you don't want to do this again, right? Yeah, so this is carbon 12, right? And how many green ones do I have now?
you have green 3. Are we
On the
still
last,
looking at that?
this one?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't see the color. 3. 3?
4. It's
4.
all of them. Yeah, I know the color's kind of stupid. I don't know why I chose this one. I'm stupid. That's why.
No, it's good.
I'm joking. Anyways, so yeah, chlorine 35.
Hi, on. Yeah.
Okay, so now, oh, we have four of them. So when we're doing the math, it'll just be 12.00. Yeah, and then plus 4 times 34.97. Oh, wait, I mean 36.97. Wait, this is 37. Yeah, this is 37. Okay. So 12 plus 4 times 36.97. That gives me 159.88.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So now a cool trick about all of them. They're all basically the same, right? Remember when we were drawing them, we basically just did the same thing, and all we did was just change the carbon. So now instead of carbon 12, we're using carbon 13, right?
Yes.
For these five, yeah. So for carbon 13, the difference, remember, look at this. The carbon 12 is 12 and carbon 13 is 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's going to be the same numbers for all of them, except you just add one because it's 13, right? So this first one right here, this is not 157 anymore because remember here it's 157.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be 158.88. This one right here, it's 155. It's no longer 155. It's going to be 156.88. Here it's 153. This one you just add one, 154.88. Here it's 151, so this becomes 152.88. And this is 159, so this becomes 160.88.
Oh, okay.
And then you just, when you're doing it in your book, in your computer, just put them in order, like write them all out. So I think that the least one is this one, the 151, that's the smallest one. And the biggest one is 160. And then everything else falls in between.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. When I was doing it, I was so confused. I did not know.
Hey, On, how are you? I'm gonna pause the recording.
Okay.
Actually, let me just.
On's not answering. I told him hi like